lead rope of his pack horse around the overlarge horn of the Mexican saddle and swung atop his most recent acquisition, a crossbreed Morgan stallion which had a sturdy mountain mustang for a dam. Preacher had named him Tarnation. He shook the reins and drummed heels into stout sides. "Well, Tarnation, we'd best be eating miles. I reckon I can find some companion fellers down Bent's Fort way to accompany me on this commission, as they called it." In his letter, Quincy Vickers had told Preacher that he was authorized to hire on up to 4 men at a rate of $3 a day. Leave it to the government, Preacher mused, to offer enough money for some men to kill over it. Big Nose Harper and his sidekick, Algernon Blore, had gotten roaring, stumbling, falling down, crap in their drawers drunk the previous night. Now, some 7 hours later, they didn't fare much better. Still too soaked in alcohol to suffer hangovers, they nevertheless sought some hair of the dog. Their source, no matter how ill-advised, was William Nifty Bates, who had recently opened a trading post and road rent saloon at the summit of Trout Creek Pass. Nifty was frankly afraid of Big Nose. Big Nose Harper was a bear of a man, with a barrel chest, long, thick arms, tree-trunk legs, and his most memorable feature, which gave him his nickname, an overlarge nose that had been smeared over his face. He held in contempt all shopkeepers, to which subspecies he considered Nifty Bates belonged, and he went out of his way to make their lives miserable. Nursing his alcohol fog, Big Nose now went about tormenting Nifty. "This whiskey tastes like frog pee. You watering it down again, you cheat." No, not at all, Mr. Harper," the barkeep stammered. Bates would soon sell out, inspired in part by the events of that afternoon. Harper slammed his pewter mug on the pine plank bar hard enough to make dust rise. "I say you're watering it, and my name's Big Nose." "No, I'm not, Mr. Big Nose." Harper's mean, close-set eyes narrowed. "Are you making fun of my honker?" "Oh, no, you told me to call you Big Nose." Big Nose looked offended. "I never said no such thing. Any man calls me that's looking for a killing. A pantywaist like you's good for a knuckle-drubbing." A shadow fell across the toes of the boots worn by Big Nose, cast by a figure that filled the doorway. "Why don't you pick on someone near your size, Big Nose? Or should I call you Blubber Ass?" Harper spun to face his detractor. "Who in hell are you?" "They call me Preacher." "Folks say he's a mean one, Big Nose," sniggered Algernon Blore, who was more than a few biscuits shy of a plateful. "Shut up, Algy," Harper snarled. He sized up Preacher and found him wanting. Whiskey had so clouded his reasoning that he failed to see the hard, deadly glint in the gray eyes of the raw-boned man in the doorway. "Now, if you'll oblige me by getting the hell out of here, I'll have another drink. Barkeep, make it snappy." Emboldened by the presence of Preacher, Nifty Bates took a stand. "No, sir, you've had too much. The bar is closed to you." Harper cut his eyes to Algy. Surprise registered on both their faces. No man ever spoke to Big Nose Harper that way. Growling, Big Nose reached across the plank bar and balled the front of Bates' shirt in both hands. With a yank that looked effortless, and was, he hauled the proprietor off his feet and across the bar. Taking quick mincing steps which caused his long, greasy black locks to churn in protest, Big Nose Harper crossed the room and threw Nifty Bates out into the dusty dooryard. He then dusted ham-like palms together and snarled a reply to Bates. "I say who drinks and who doesn't around here." Preacher took exception to that. "Like hell you do." Glee brightened the pig eyes of Big Nose. "Mr. Preacher, prepare to meet your maker." With that